Double whip, about to run up the milk, turn me up a little,
A man is gonna go where he feels like a man.
Child,
sometimes, if you don't build up your man and make him feel like a man, even when he's wrong, but you still don't dishonor him, he's gonna stay with you. But if you beat him up, or if you are nasty to him, or you just treat him like trash, he'll go somewhere else to get that fake feeling.
Notice it's the woman that's married right now. Notice it's the woman who doesn't come from the same type of background as most of us do, who's trying to talk sense into the women who come from the background like most of us come from. And they not having it. And that's why the woman that's the loudest, she ain't got no man now. I seen a video of her a couple weeks ago. She was bringing up some real crazy stuff to Birdman and Tony Braxton. And Birdman had to ask her like, straight up, man, you telling your sister things about us? A woman like that, keep other women single. Keep women like that from around your girl, bro. Real talk.
You been so gay. Like, where's your father? He allows this? He raised you like that? You ain't just like a girl, yo.
It's simple. He don't like you.
A list of things that I feel like makes a man sassy. First is if he listens to G Herbo. Like any G Herbo song, especially if he's light skinned and he listens to G Herbo, like they be catching attitudes when they listen to G Herbo.
Is an example of a man giving sassy behavior?
I feel like sassy is. I've talked to a guy before that I felt like I called him the B word because I felt like he was sassy and on his period. Damn. If you're a guy that's continuously arguing with women, whether it's a friend, a family member, your girlfriend, somebody on the internet, and you going back and forth with a girl all day with a girl. This is not a man. This is a girl. You going back and forth continuously. That is sassy as That's who we are. And it's not okay for you to do it. And you are doing it as if you were us.
So let me ask you a question.
It's not okay.
No. So being that it's not okay, at what point in time can that man defend himself?
Okay, so there's a difference. You defend yourself. I'm saying, and did you hear what I said at first? I said a man that's always arguing with the female, whether it be his girlfriend, a family member, somebody on the internet. This guy was always going back and forth with a different girl on the internet, always arguing with his girl, always arguing with his mama, sister, and goes back and forth all day long.
First of all, females are more emotional, and there's a difference between a man being in tune with his emotions and then a man being sassy. Those are two different things. A man can express to you what he won't deal with and what he will deal with, and then there's a man that will be like, I just can't believe you. Da, 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 da.
And they continuously do that. They continuously whine as if basically a sassy man is when they revert. It's reverse roles.
I can't do it.
Right? It's reverse roles. He's whining all day. He's bickering all day. He's insecure. He's sad that you're going out dressed like that. He's always whining. He's making a post on Instagram going back and forth. It's giving. That's what females do.
Why are you so serious?
I really want to know, like, what possessed a man to, like, while he was hitting from the back, what possessed him to, like, stick his thumb in her butt? And, like, how did the news spread that this was something to do? Like, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. But I'm just curious, like, why would you do that? Like, what made you want to just stick your thumb in there?
This is a true story. I was talking to a young guy, right? I'm talking about really, really young, probably 16, 17 years old. And he was telling me how he lost his V card, if you will, virginity, his virgin, whatever you want to call it. And he says to me, once he got comfortable with the girl, like they third time doing it, he stuck his thumb in the devil's playground, if you will. I said, bro, what made your little freaky ass want to do that? He was like, man, I don't know. Future always said in the song, I'm going to put my thumb in her butt. That might be the answer, dog. I'm not going to lie. Future is very influential. I'm going to put my thumb in her butt. I mean, come on, man. If I was 16 and I heard that, I probably
Did you live with your parents past 22?
I'm 20 right now. I'm still living with my parents.
Yeah, see, here's the thing, right? Come here. At this point, there is no longer an age limit to staying with parents. Does that make sense? Right? I know before it was like, oh, once we turn like 20 or so, try to move out of your parents' house. The way that life is going, that is quite literally almost impossible.
Goddamn right.
At this point, people who claim they don't live with their parents anymore, come here. They probably have roommates somewhere else, right? And living with your parents or living with roommates, both are pretty uncomfortable. The only difference is, at least if you live with your parents, somebody's going to say that they love you at the end of the night. Well, for most of us. But you know what I'm saying, right? At this point, living by yourself is almost impossible. Anybody who does live by themselves, they either are working so much that they can't even enjoy living by themselves, or somebody is helping them pay those bills, because at this point, it's impossible.
Look, all I'm going to say is this. I feel like my age group is the last age group that was truly able to leave the house, at least by 2021, and get your own spot at a decently reasonable price. Today is a different story. You can't work the same job I had at 18 and go and get a house now. You can't do it. I was able to do it. Even though I did live with my brother, we split the rent down the middle. That's damn near impossible today, man. The same apartment would cost $1,600 today. And if I was making what I was making then, because you know the minimum wage really ain't go up that much, I wouldn't be able to afford that place. So there is a valid argument. But what I will say is this, to any young guys, man, it's so important for you to go out there and learn real valuable skills that you can market to people that pay you a lot. So take that in consideration. Maybe not go the traditional college route unless you're going to get a degree where you know you're going to be disciplined and you're going to make good grades so that you can get accepted into whatever school you're trying to get accepted into and become qualified for something. Maybe become a nurse, an accountant, or something like that.
I'm about to try girls now. Please don't. Men are way more sneakier. They're gonna make it make sense. You're gonna be in this little dynamic 360 type where it don't make no sense.
What is it with you people?
You're gonna go crazy with these.
Go crazy! Go stupid! Go crazy!
I do not recommend.
When I was 15, I met a boy, let's call him C. And C grew to be my best friend. I used to be able to call this guy in the middle of the night and be like, hey, my mom and my stepdad are fighting. I need you to come pick up the boy so I can handle it. He ended up being regarded as a family friend. We would go on vacations together. He once drove 3 hours in the middle of the night to come make sure that I was okay because I was struggling as a single mom and I had nobody.
It's an evil world we live in.
He cleaned my entire house and gave me my first night of rest. This is somebody who I've had incorporated in my life for a very, very long time.
I'm smiling, but it ain't funny.
Fast forward to 2019, I'm about to deploy. I'm leaving my small child with my family for an unforeseen amount of time. I'm really just destroyed and sad, and we sleep together. I always felt a certain type of way about it afterward, but I chalked it up to me just regretting a decision that I made. And after that, every conversation we had, sex had to pop up for him. And I was very clear that it made me uncomfortable and it wasn't something that I wanted to do, and that I hoped that we could move on from there. To which he snapped one day and told me, well, I don't want you to call me babe or baby. Which that's how I talk to everybody, but okay, understandable. He then threw in that he didn't want my son to call him uncle or Theo. Which is where I was like, hey man, that's a little unreasonable. And he was like, well, if I'm gonna be nothing, I'm gonna be nothing. And I said, okay, you owe me an apology. I don't want to talk to you. It's now 2023. 4 years have passed.
Send this to someone who needs it. Hold this L.
You know what's unique about this to me? The way I interpret it was this, right? She ain't that great of a person to want to just be friends with. Straight up. That's what I got out of this. You know, he was only being friends with you so that he could get the box eventually. He got it, and now he realizes that the box is actually better than her friendship is. So, whatever. We ain't got to be friends if I can't get the box. You're not interesting enough to not want to sleep with when I'm with you.
I'm going to give you some advice for when you're in the talking stage. So we're on the same page. I define a talking stage as you're not boyfriend and girlfriend, but you are romantically interested in each other and getting to know each other. First off, make your intentions clear. Figure out if each other wants something casual, something serious, because if you don't have this conversation early on, things might get really messy really fast. Second, take your time getting to know this person. That's what the talking stage is for. Don't jump into any relationship, just truly get to know them as a person before deciding if you want to make something official or not. Third, spend time in person. Yes, texting and calling can help you get to know each other in a talking stage, but face-to-face interaction is so important and necessary to figure out if you guys truly have a connection. 4, until you have that conversation about what you both want, you can't assume that you're on the same page. So don't be overly confident that you want the same things or you might end up getting hurt. Low expectations, high hopes. And lastly, acknowledge your compatibilities, but also acknowledge the incompatibilities. You have to see both to see if you're truly right for each other or not. Good luck!